let's see if this works. Is this working? I think it's working.
Is it working?
It seems to be working, which is very strange because this never works.
No, not when you want it to.
No, never. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live every Tuesday afternoon at noon Eastern Standard Time. For the rest of the world, I have no idea where you are, and I have no idea what time you watch. As always, my name is Brian Paul, and to my right, your left, the king of all VR kings, the sofa king himself, it's Jeremy King.
Hello.
The king of RE7.
Yeah. Who doesn't sit on the couch too often? I know somebody's like, I thought it was because he sat on the couch.
The sofa king.
No, I rarely have time to, relax and sit back, you know?
Elvin J Dow is like, I just figured out that sofa king sounds like so fucking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you know why I somehow, just only because of the last name, ended up with that nickname. Coco! Got a meeting today. Pretend like I'm watching everything. Hey, thank you, Coco, for your $5 donation.
Coco, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you stopping by and donating.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Where's Dez?
Oh, yeah, Dez isn't here.
Yeah, Dez. Yep. No. Who are you talking about? It's like the Mandela effect.
Dez? Who's Dez?
Yeah, Dez.
And just like you go back to the channel, he just never existed.
Yeah. Never mention him again.
Yeah.
Or Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd that name come from?
I have no idea. It's craziness. Yeah. Dez isn't here because because I asked him to do a review for us.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I was like, well, you don't have to show up for the GAMESCAST. You can spend time at home like playing the game for review.
Yeah. Which is important to the channel. Mm-hmm.
But then it turns out that the game I made him review is Rage Room. And
I know.
And I played that for about 20 minutes this morning and went, oh, I guess maybe we didn't need to.
I thought that came out a while ago.
It was supposed to.
Oh, that's why?
Oh, it was like we put it on PSVR this week, like 8 months ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. And then it just never came out. They said we need a little more time.
Yeah.
And then it just showed up, and
it's pretty much what we thought, right?
It's worse than we thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was hoping.
Stay tuned for the review.
PSVR Underground, a.k.a. God Cannon, writes, happy birthday, Robert Sullivan, 68 years young.
Hey.
Well, yeah, fucking happy birthday, Robert
Mr. Sullivan. I turned 41 this month, actually, at the end of the month.
That's not related at all to
No, Robert Sullivan is 68 at the beginning of the month.
This is fucking ridiculous. And PSVR Underground, thank you very much, God Cannon, for sending on that donation.
Yeah.
We love and appreciate you, sir.
Mr. Sullivan, 68. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So a little housekeeping while we get the stream up and running. See how it's all working. Hopefully it's working. And Mike Kennedy writes, looking forward to that wooden train set building type game to come out. Mike Kennedy, where do you live? Because it is out here in North America. It is called Trainer BR, and it's okay. It's okay. It does the job for sure.
Somebody, White Gold, just asked. He dropped his Move controller, and it will still work, but it won't charge. The port is messed up, and he's wondering if there's another way to charge it. Unfortunately, those don't have induction like the Wii controller did. The Wiimote also had induction.
Wait, which can...
The Move controller.
Yeah, but which one is it?
Oh, you mean the...
Because here's the thing. I have that little stand from like the PS3 days.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you just stand the Move controllers up on it.
But they still go into the port.
No, it doesn't.
It is an induction?
No, it is. And I think even the new ones, the PS4 ones.
Yeah.
I think I've tried to charge it on that, and the little light lights up. So if you can go back, they're like $5 or $10. You go get the.
They have those half dome little.
It's like a half dome, and it has two holes in it, and it's very small. And you just put your Move controller vertically in it, and it should charge.
It looks like a little tray where you could make two little eyeball ice cubes, right, with little dips. One of those things. But it could work.
This is exactly what we keep you around for. Eyeball ice cubes.
They sell those, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you ever skin grapes and put them in a bowl and have a bowl full of eyeballs for?
No, I know they do. Oh, you're blindfolded and spaghetti's worms.
How much fucking work do you think it takes to to peel grapes? You peel
just
grapes
for that.
And then put them in a bowl, like 100 of them, so you can put your fingers in it. I mean,
2 minutes.
And then you have 100 people putting their hand into.
Gross.
And then you can't
sticky fluid.
And then you can't eat them when everyone's done
No,
because
you throw them away.
Dude, and grapes are expensive.
Grapes are expensive. Everybody keeps ruining foods. Corn, they threw that one off the table for me when they deemed that non-nutritious, like years back.
I eat corn every day.
I like avoid it now, and I loved it.
Corn's a filler. It's just like just put it in the stuff and makes
like
it feel like more food.
And grapes, they say grapes are not that great for you either, or not that grape for you either.
Who cares? They're delicious.
They are delicious.
Yeah.
Not when you peel the skin off and rub 100 hands through them.
Here's what Michelle and I found out, and I'm just going to do my hair here while we say.
I did not bother doing my hair, if anybody could tell. So one day a week, I don't have to slick back my hair and put gel in it and let it do its thing. So
I'm looking rough today. Like I'm seeing myself in the monitor, and I'm just like, oh god, I didn't sleep last night.
You're not looking rough. You're looking meow.
So wait. Don't they crush grapes with their feet to make wine? Says Paul.
That's
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
then they filter it.
But then they ferment it.
Yeah.
And so like alcohol kills germs usually, right?
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yeah, I've seen westerns. They pour it on open wounds all the time. I always think, that's got to burn for the stickiness too.
Right. I wonder what Des did for Brian to give him rage room to review. I didn't know it was going to be so bad. I was like, and actually the reason I gave it to Des, in all fairness, was because when it came out, it's $30. On Steam, it's $15.
That's a hell of a markup.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, they obviously made this a bigger, better game or something, like, since it came out on Steam. And I was like, for a $30 game, we need to give it time.
Yeah.
And like, spend a lot of time with it to make sure it's like, we give it a fair shot. And I had no idea. I tried it today. I was like, this is fucking garbage.
Ugh,
yeah. Like, and I don't want to say that because I only played it for 20 minutes, but the first 20 minutes of that game is garbage. Hopefully something happens after that where it opens up and it gets better. I don't see it happening.
You can just tell sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing it. And I'm like, this. I'd rather play Deadland VR all day than play this for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. So a little housekeeping here while we get settled in. Make sure you head on over to the community page on your PlayStation 4. Search for it. It's PSVR without Parole Game Cats. That's a fucking long thing to search for.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Worthy of the reward when you find it, though. Good community over there.
Okay, yeah. It's a great community for sure, and hang out with everybody over there. A lot of people playing games and stuff like that.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm fucking
Bobby Sullivan.
I'm really tired.
Again, a birthday. I'm so happy we got a birthday boy in the house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just that's Cornerstone City 777 writes, Sony's tax strikes again. Usually Sony's tax is like $5. It's like a $15 game on Steam, probably $20 on PSVR.
Yeah.
$30 is fucking ridiculous.
That is.
I'm really like and it sounds like I'm really down on it, but I just haven't spent time with it. I hate judging games before I give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
But man, I did not enjoy my 20 minutes with that game.
Yeah.
For sure. And as far as Mage's Tale goes, I just got my Mage's Tale review key like while we were setting up for viewer takeover. So that is downloaded and ready to go. I have not even touched it yet. But if you've seen all of Dave Station's birthday's tomorrow.
Hey,
fucking awesome!
Happy early birthday.
Because
a lot
I
of
will
February
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But speaking of Dave Station, Dave and God Cannon, PSVR Underground, some of the streamers are like really upping their stream game. Like they're doing like 1080p streams through a capture card.
Nice.
They're having the chat appear on the screen. They're having like I know Dave Station specifically had a window, like a picture in picture of him playing the game while. And I was like, this looks fucking really good.
It's really neat when people do that.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So by comparison, our streams now look like garbage. And I'm super jealous. I'm like, we can't keep going like this. We need better looking streams.
Yeah.
And so that's like my mission today is like after this is over, I need to go set up OBS in the living room.
Yeah.
With another camera. I don't know.
How do you do all that? Like, just say. Not that I want people to see me when I'm streaming as well, too, but I wonder if it was a thing, how difficult of a challenge is it to do that?
Well, eventually, it's, I'll be setting you and Des up with laptops and capture cards and everything, cameras for your streams. But it has to start here at Studio A and then slowly work its way to Studio B and then Studio C.
Yeah.
Studio King.
What would that one be called?
the studio sofa, the sofa studio.
Yeah.
I don't know, the king of all VR studios. No idea. Awful.
Yeah, we'll figure one out.
We'll definitely figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I just hate the look of when you hit the share button. I just hate it. It looks like fucking garbage. And people who are watching it go, "Oh wow, PSVR looks awful."
Yeah.
It just gives them more fodder for their fucking bullshit.
That's true.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely do. We'll definitely.
This is all a new thing. It's like we changed the show up. Well, it took a hiatus for a while, and then rearranged programming, came out with this, and it's evolving.
It's evolving, yeah. Like sometimes the show looks good, and sometimes it looks like garbage, and we just roll with the punches. We do exactly. We
do what we can.
Godcan says it's super easy. You just have to have a decent PC, which I'm guessing you probably don't.
I mean, I used to build my rig.
That's a no.
Well,
I used to.
It's a, what do I have in there? The Pentium.
He's like, I've got a 486.
No, it was pretty beefy at the time.
Nice.
I could max out Final Fantasy Online 14. I think I updated it last time 4 years back.
We can still give it a shot.
It's probably, when was the last time you updated that one? Card-wise, processor, motherboard.
Well, I built this thing for the channel.
Okay.
It was like 3 years ago or so, and it was built for video editing. Yeah.
Mine was built more for just gaming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see.
I forget Pentium i7, right?
I have no idea.
That's what I got. I don't know.
No idea, but we can give it a shot, man. We can see
what's
going on over there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this show on the road. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
How many goddamn minutes? 17, 14, 15, 13? Minutes.
13 goddamn minutes. Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Okay.
How do we start this show?
Like the way we begin every episode with a little game of true or no.
No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
All right, let's take a look at some of the games that came out last week, Jeremy.
Okay.
Last week, let's go to this one right here. This one was something I was really looking forward to. This is Anyone's Diary from World Domination Project, and I have to say, man, there's something very magical about this game. Like if you don't play it, like if you just stare at it, and walk back and forth in the room, and just kind of like adjust the world and get cool looks at it and listen to the music. Mm-hmm. But then the second you start playing it, it's just like, oh, fucking, just gotta play this shit.
Yeah.
It's super clunky. It doesn't control very well. But man, I like the premise.
The art look to it. Yeah, that is kind of neat.
Yeah, but it's the same. Use the same button to move the world around as you do to move things in the world, to interact with the world. And it's like they force you to use two move controllers or the DualShock 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, how come one doesn't move the world and the other one doesn't move stuff in the world? And how come there's so many of these sliding tile puzzles that I fucking despise?
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like, I feel like they had something good and they just didn't flesh it out. They didn't go far enough with it.
I just always wonder in the process, because I hate to knock people's creative flow, because then when you have an idea and you come out with something and then all of a sudden people are out there critiquing it and you're like thinking to yourself, yeah, why didn't I? Why did I do this? Why? And so I feel bad, but it makes me wonder when people release games with limited puzzles, or they run on one idea, or the movements of the puzzle board is kind of lame and they didn't expand it. You know, where was it? Where was somebody that was like, no, this is the answer. This is how this is going to move. These puzzles, people love sliding tile puzzles in a depressing surrounding. Let's throw a lot of it in there. I don't know what it is that does that. Limitations, budget,
probably
staff,
budget, probably maybe just creativity. Shout out to Johnny Mentology. Thank you so much for your 10 euros. He writes, "Happy February 5th, you big twats." Because in a pity about a mage's tale, 2 hours in, and it's kind of boring. Thoughts?
Oh no.
So here's the thing. As I was just saying, I got the review key for the game. And I'm in the middle of like 3 other reviews. So even if I had the game yesterday, I wouldn't have had a chance to play it.
Okay.
I haven't played it, but it's and I was gonna say I've talked to a bunch of people who have been playing it, like Dave Station.
Pretty awesome.
And I know I haven't heard anything negative about it yet.
Yeah.
So Johnny Mentology's first impressions are very different from the other first impressions I've heard. I'm thinking that when this is done, when we're done doing this show, I'm gonna try to set up that stream in the other room and you guys can hang out with me while I do my first 2 or 3 hours.
Hey, maybe he plays at a pace like I do, and that 2 hours is actually really 22 minutes in.
Maybe.
For a normal person.
Yeah, he runs out of ammo in the first 5 seconds, and then he just runs around getting his ass kicked.
I was totally out of ammo, but we'll get to that later.
You're so ridiculous.
But yeah, Mage's Tale looks awesome, actually.
It does look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play. It's one of the bigger games that we've gotten on the platform lately.
So funny that now I'm almost disappointed that the rudder is not there to like be able to like shoot, you know what I mean? And like
suddenly we're disappointed we don't have the rudder yet.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's funny.
Hey, Reth.
Hey, what's up, Breth? Also, last week we got this right here from Sumo Lab. This is Trainer VR. This is the train set building thingamabob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's $15. And I got to say that a lot of it is this just white background, and it's like they gave us one other environment to work with, like this kind of desert. But I'm like, why aren't there just more? Why aren't there like 20 different environments? Why aren't there like different looking tracks? Why aren't there more buildings? Why aren't there? And I keep asking myself, why isn't there more in this $15 game? Mm-hmm. And there's just not. But
even as you did the scrolling, you put one animal down, you realize that you have various animals through there that. Oh,
yeah. Even as you do that, you're like, yeah, there's just not enough here to justify $15. If this was your jam when you were a kid, if like you were like sitting in your living room or sitting in your bedroom and all you wanted to do was build trains, I mean, fucking spend your $15 now, right? Because now you have almost unlimited space and unlimited pieces, and you can make this, as you can see, a pretty decent looking world. But man, I think for the casual person, I think it would be like, well, there's just not enough.
Well, this would be great if like the VR was intended for people of an age where trains, and I'm not saying adults don't enjoy. I mean, there's some people out there that build train sets like as a hobby, and they're fucking nasty looking setups. But this right here would appeal to somebody. I think if I was 10 and I wanted a train set, and instead it was like, here you go, is a virtual reality train set, I'd be like, yep, absolutely.
My question is like they showed at one point they almost looked like you were like moving through the city or moving through but there's no full locomotion in this game. You just teleport around and you can't like take a ride on the train. So
see, that's a shame.
It's a little bit of a deceiving trailer, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. It does exactly what it tells you it's going to do, and it does it fine. And it's $15. And the developers have said, they're listening to the community, and they're going to be adding to it. So I have faith. I have faith that we're going to hear more from Sumo Lab. Yeah,
it'd be awesome if they added like a Burnout. Well, remember in Burnout where you could have the certain races where you would just cause the most wreckage?
Yeah.
Too bad they wouldn't let you do 2 opposing trains where it could cause like a wreckage amount and how many train car pile up and...
Right.
That'd be awesome. Setting up train disasters like
awesome.
Over a cliff. Anyways...
and then I mean I don't think it would be a proper show if we didn't talk about this one. And I just used my review. That's how I still can't find footage of this game online, so I just used my review for footage. This is Deadland VR, and man, oh man, is this it's a terrible game that's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understood my review, there's a lot of broken things here. But man, if you give it a chance, you might have fun with it. It's stupid. It's very often broken.
Yeah.
And I really hope they patch the broken parts.
One thing they do have right is that they're running the opposite direction of the zombies. So many goddamn movies where there's a disaster, they're running with the flow of the danger. When it's time to leave the city, they're going with the traffic where nobody's on the other side of the highway or off roads or whatever. I mean, what would I do in that? It's like when somebody's trying to escape somebody in a car. What do? They run down the side of the road. Fucking go through the woods.
Yep.
Anyway, so at least they got that right.
Yep. It's not good, but it is fun. And that's that. If you don't mind throwing $5 at something that you're gonna, maybe have fun with.
Yeah.
It's really not the worst thing ever. I spent 6 hours with this game.
Yeah.
I'll probably never play it again now. But 6 hours for $5.
That's a lot of time for this.
It's a lot of time, for sure.
Dennis Smiljanic.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Wow.
The CA, what is that? CA, did we determine where that currency is from?
No idea. No.
Well, thank you very much for your donation. He says, long-time listener, first-time donator. Keep up the possum work.
Possum.
Yeah.
Possum. If it didn't sound like the animal
like
possum.
An opossum.
Yeah.
Opossum.
I would love it so much more.
Why do I say opossum? Possum.
Do you spell it opossum?
No, it's possum.
Then why do I think opossum as well?
God damn it! Now it's like opossum seems entirely wrong. Possum seems right, but I feel like it's an opossum.
Because you play possum when you play dead, right?
Possum.
Play possum. Now sounds like the dumbest fucking word on the face of the planet. Possum.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah, thank you.
You totally put us down a strange rabbit hole.
Yes.
But thank you very much. A long-time listener, first-time donator. We really appreciate your donation.
Oh, Canada. Thank you.
Oh, Canada.
It's
like $4.
Actually, their dollar is probably stronger than ours.
Yeah, I don't know really how it works. I apologize.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody.
You
listening.
Apologize.
Can somebody figure out this possum thing?
Yeah, somebody, come on. I'm surprised we don't have an answer already.
Yeah, somebody's got to tell us what's
like
going
the
on with
whole
possum.
like history of the word possum.
Yeah. Oh, we were going through games that came out. Jesus.
Oh,
Gamer
Jeffro
Jeffro
Live, $9.99. We know where that's from. That's American money. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
I didn't know if we were doing the whole thing in unison. I was like waiting.
It was pretty good, right?
Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Gamer Jeffro Live. We very much appreciate your donation. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, somebody did. Aless figures. Come on, Aless. We need this dude like here. Although he'll never appear.
The American possums are actually called opossums. Scientific name, I can't read that. But for some reason, they are more commonly referred to as possums. So they're both right. Hey,
thanks, Aless. We need it. Like Aless is like our Alexa or Siri.
It's very seldom that everybody's right.
Here's what I found on reference.com.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
Shut up. She's gonna be upset that I yelled at her. I unplugged mine like maybe a day after I got it last year. It's always listening.
Alexa, play Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones.
You only can play 5 seconds.
Starting now.
We're just gonna have good music. There we go.
That is a good benefit to having her around.
We're just gonna have awesome background music. And I don't care if we get a copyright strike. Who the fuck cares?
I always wanted to do that when I'm doing a live stream, but it would ruin my immersion in that house.
Why is it so hot in here?
It is hot in here.
I didn't sleep last night.
It's increasingly hot up here, in here.
It's like kind of hot in here, and we're just doing this. Anyone excited for Everybody's Golf VR? I'm super excited for Everybody's Golf VR.
Is it better than 100-foot robot golf?
I mean, it's Everybody's Golf, and it's made by Clap Hands.
Yeah.
So it's got to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. What are we doing here? We're doing...
No Aless, I'm sorry. Michelle is in hiding off camera slightly.
Yeah, if only, right?
If only.
Alexa is the show DJ. Nice. All right, so I think we covered what games came out last week, right? So let's cover now what games came out this week.
And
I think it's only fair to start with the one that's on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
And not Mage's Tale.
Aw.
But instead, Rage Room.
Yes, Rage Room. Remember Crash Test Dummies, not the bands, but the characters? Didn't they have a cartoon?
It was a video game, it was everything.
That was Lorenzo Music did the voice of one of them.
There's also the voice of Garfield.
And Peter Venkman on the Real Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Rhoda, the doorman.
The doorman on Rhoda.
Wasn't it Rhoda?
He was an actual actor?
Well, I don't think you really saw his face ever in anything.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, when she ever would call the doorman, it was like him.
Okay, I never really watched Rhoda. I didn't know that he was. Yeah. Okay. This is from what I've played, not so good.
Yeah.
Every weapon you pick up is doesn't feel great. Like when you hit.
I feel like the Ramones make it seem like a little bit more exciting.
The Ramones make everything more exciting. But when you take a weapon and you hit the crash test dummy with it, it doesn't react the way you think it would. Like the dummy doesn't move.
It looked like he was like, that is not hurting me.
Like So like what you want to happen in a game like this with like ragdoll physics, is you want to take the hammer and you want to smash into the crash test dummy and have the dummy react so that it moves out of the way with your hand, right?
Yeah.
and that doesn't happen at all. The dummy never reacts, and when you hit, your hand keeps moving, but your weapon stops moving.
I see.
And so when you're in VR, it just looks like everything's breaking all the time.
Strange.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all. And
This is things you don't think of until you're experiencing, and then you're like, wait a minute, this is awkward. And you would almost think back to what we were talking about when they were testing that game and playing it. Wouldn't somebody be like, this doesn't feel right. When I hit the dummy and this stays here, my hand moves. That is a disconnect.
Yeah.
But where does the fix come in? Where does the decision come in that to not change that? Budgets? I don't know. I hate to critique.
This thing was in development for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if if like maybe you had to go through Sony certification too many times or whatever the deal was, and then suddenly next thing you know they have to charge $30 because they need to make up for lost revenue.
Yeah.
Right. And suddenly we're picking up the bill because they didn't have their shit together.
They're like, guys, this game sucks, so let's charge double.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
We only have to sell half as many.
But now here is let's take a look at this one right here. This is one of my favorite games in a while here. This is again Sumo Lab, and it is this is Crisis Brigade.
Okay.
VR Brigade. Crisis Brigade.
With the timer.
Yeah. This
is like Payday, except in VR, right?
It's like Time Crisis. It's like Payday in the.
Oh wait, except Payday was you robbed
the bank. Yeah, this is more like Time Crisis. You're trying to like kill the bank robbers and save the hostages.
This actually looks pretty fun.
This is a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time with this yesterday. I spent hours and hours with it yesterday.
You did play it.
Oh my god, like for hours.
Is it multiplayer?
There's no multiplayer yet, but Sumo Lab says they want to add levels. They want to add multiplayer. And actually, while this trailer is playing, I want to go on the PlayStation Store real quick.
That would be fun if they had you and against the bank robbers, your friends, like all of it. That'd be sick.
It would be great.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the what it is right now is actually pretty addictive and pretty fun. Mm-hmm. And I'm going on the PlayStation Store right now and not paying attention to the stream because I didn't get an official price for this thing. Okay. And if it's like $6 or $7, like the PC version,
yeah.
$6. $6. Yeah, sorry, I didn't let you guess. But it is worth every penny of $6.
Yeah.
I promise you.
That does look fun.
Yeah. It is, because here's the thing. I played it for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Beat the rookie mode. That's it. There's no options. Do you want to play rookie or do you want to play hell mode, they call it.
Okay.
And hell is one hit death.
Okay.
Right? And I get about 2 seconds into the hell mode and I die.
Really?
Oh, it's so difficult.
Move or DualShock?
So I started off playing with 2 move controllers.
Okay.
And it's great because you got a gun in one hand, you're doing the manual reload, grabbing the clips and doing the whole thing.
Nice.
And you can just fire with one hand, like shoot from the hip. Or you can actually take your other hand and steady the gun. So there's less of a recoil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is great, man. It's like, this works great, and then this works great. And then on top of that, I was like, I didn't see anywhere that, what else it supported. So like, fuck it, I'm going to start it up with the DualShock 4. And I did. And guess what?
Wow.
You can totally use your DualShock 4 as a gun.
Nice.
And, it's no manual reload. You just click R1.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, if it supports
R1. Healing potion in Resident Evil 7. I learned that.
It took you a little while to figure that out.
Yeah. Every week I learn. It's like seriously like the movie Memento. Every week I got to relearn.
I didn't watch your whole stream because I was busy getting other work done.
Yeah.
So it's one of those I need to go back and see what happened. Did you beat Jack?
The knife in the beginning. Yeah, pretty quick. Second try. It's the first time I died. We'll go back to this.
We'll go back.
We'll save it.
Put a pin in it.
We'll put a pin in it.
Okay.
We'll put a ring on it. We'll go back.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Look at Jeremy keeping the show flowing.
That's
so back to this.
Crisis Brigade. So then I was like, well, if it supports the moves and it supports the DualShock 4,
yeah,
it's got to support the aim, right? I start with the aim on, and guess what?
What?
I don't have a handgun anymore on the screen. I've got this two-handed.
They Dick Wild that shit.
They Dick Wild that shit.
Nice.
And I gotta say, the aim controller is my favorite way to play.
For real.
And it is so Time Crisis. You're constantly hiding behind cars and ducking out from things, and there's people shooting at you. Always feel like you're in the middle of a firefight. It's just nonstop. And
do they give you do you know how many robbers are in the bank prior to going in, and there's a countdown?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I didn't see any of that. But it does go scene by scene. It's first you're outside the bank.
Okay.
Kill all those guys. Boom. And there's a 7-minute timer ticking down the whole time.
All right.
And so
7 minutes to get to the vault.
7 minutes. Yeah.
Stage.
To complete it basically.
Oh,
because
nice.
Because I so many times I thought I was doing great. Ran out of time. The whole building exploded.
building. They got explosives set up in there.
Yeah.
They don't
Well,
care.
And that's the other thing you have to be concerned about. You can't just blind fire because there are like explosives like mapped to the wall.
How did they get this many people to?
There's like 1,000 bank robbers. I don't know. It's insane.
And they're all ready to die or get that money.
Can you imagine? Even if it's like $1 million in this bank, split up between 1,000 people.
Yeah, it's nothing.
They're risking their lives for this shit.
Chump change.
It's
You
crazy.
Go to work for a month somewhere and you get the same amount.
It's $6 and it's totally worth it. It's way more worth it than Deadlands VR.
Yeah.
But like, no, seriously, I played Crisis Brigade for hours last night.
It looks fun.
Yeah, no, it's a definite. And
That might be one Jeremy would invest in, because if they do come back with a patch that
Yeah.
allows for multiplayer, that would be fun.
I hope what they're doing is, I hope this is a foundation for them.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, now we create another level, $6 more. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
There you go.
I'm totally down to spend it, because these are big levels with branching paths. You can decide which way you want to go.
All right.
There's a lot going on here.
Huh.
For $6, you're gonna get your money's worth.
Sweet.
Yeah, good stuff. And then we have to watch this trailer, of course, because even though I haven't played it, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
And it's an immense VR experience. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
Mage's Tale.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Johnny Mentology that this is boring.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it just looks good, man. It looks good, and I'm wicked excited to do some spell casting. I got my move controllers charging.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Very exciting.
Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
My favorite Natalie Portman movie is Where the Heart Is. Go figure. Not the other one where she dances in a thong.
Now you said Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Closer is the only thing I really know her. And
Is that the one where she dances in a thong on the table?
Dead Ringer, the Game Cat, writes.
Hey!
He gives us $2 tip. Thank you so much, Dead
Thank
Ringer.
you.
Meow. And he says, Crisis Brigade or Deadland. Well, here's the thing. I actually do like them both. But Crisis Brigade is like, I can pretty much recommend that to everybody, even though it's, more of a proof of concept, but a really good proof of concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely Crisis Brigade for sure. Absolutely, no questions asked.
What are people saying?
That guy as well. What are you playing? That guy as well. Is he playing Rage Room? I can only assume.
I don't know.
He's trying to warn people, so I'm assuming it's.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's Rage Room. Mage's Tale does have 3D rudder support, as far as
Yeah.
it does, right?
Yeah, I thought
we're
so.
not confusing it with the Wizards, right?
I mean, yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know then if it
The
does.
3D rudder's not out yet, so
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. we'll find out. What else we got here?
You don't move in Crisis Brigade, so you're stationary?
You're stationary.
Oh.
You appear in one scene,
Yeah.
and then you take out all the enemies, and then you decide where you want to go next. You don't always get to decide. Sometimes you just have one option.
Okay.
And then the screen goes black, and then it fades in, and you're like 20 feet away, and then it fades out, and then it fades in. And
So you're like behind cover, and then behind another form of cover, or no?
Those like transition scenes, it's
Yeah.
just showing, oh, hey, now you're closer to the stairs, now you're on the stairs, now you're in the next scene. And then
Huh.
so there's no locomotion at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, at all. I'm sure they're just trying to eliminate motion sickness. It's my least favorite part of the game is the
Okay.
fact that, like Time Crisis, like when you beat a scene, you're jumping over a car, you're jumping
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a speedboat. It's none of that.
No, it's just, here you go.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
it's like, here's the next scene.
$6.
$6,
Yeah.
exactly. And I really, really hope that, like, I hope that Bandai Namco's watching, and I really hope that they go, you know what? Our old Time Crisis games, just fucking port the PS2 ones over.
Right.
Right? You get 3 of them.
Boom, boom, and boom. Revitalize that, franchise.
Yeah. And then there's even one on there's even a PS3 one. Time Crisis 4 was on PS3.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And then later they adapted it for move control. So, I mean, it's ready to go.
It's
ready
it's
to go.
all ready for
I
it.
can only assume. But, man, how great would that be in VR?
It would be pretty sick.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nick, I never saw Black Swan. I always wanted to. I saw one scene in it, though.
Oh, I saw Black Swan.
There's a few particular scenes in Natalie Portman movies I've seen.
Black Swan. I had an ex that was super into art house movies,
Yeah.
and so I saw a lot of stuff like that.
I wanted to see that for other reasons, because it seemed kind of fucking demented. She was losing her mind, right?
Yeah.
But I only watched it for that certain scene. Anyhow.
Got you. I gotta download something real quick, so if the stream craps out for a second, I apologize. Like suddenly I'm using up my bandwidth.
Oh, Polish Paul. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Paul? How you doing, dude? I'm sure he already has a review.
Oh, God. Dez is pretty pissed off.
Hey,
for having
Des.
you make him play this. What's
Yeah.
up, Des?
Sorry, Des. It is bad, isn't it? I played it for like 20 minutes. I'm not a fan. Yeah, but you know we need to have a review on the channel. We just like when we need to tell people how great something is or that they should check something out.
Yeah.
Or let them know about maybe a hidden gem or something. Mm-hmm. Just as often we need to warn them about games. I'm just happy I don't have to write this one. So
Poor Des.
poor Des indeed.
I'm glad I don't have a Studio B set up.
You got Studio C set up.
Studio C.
Yeah, you're pretty close to it.
What do we... It's got to have a different name. Nah, it's just going to be C. Oh, can I tell you something while
Please
you're doing
do.
that?
Yes, please.
So, 2 weeks ago, on Tuesdays, at night... Yeah, it doesn't work
that
as
a
well.
thing? No, not at all.
Tuesdays. My girls have gymnastics from 6 to 7, right?
Okay.
So, anyways, Tuesdays. So, 7 o'clock rolls around, and then they get out of gymnastics, and, you know, usually my older one is, like, ready to go, and we're waiting for my younger one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, always a thing. She's like, Dad, I want to go check this out. Dad, what's that down there? I need some water. It's always something. And it's a small area. She's been there a gazillion times. But this one, 2 weeks ago, she wasn't following Sadie and I, and we had somewhere to be. I forget what we were doing later on. I forget. And so I'm like, all right, Madeline, I guess I'll see you next Tuesday. And as soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, hopefully nobody around here even thinks of that, and it's just me in my fucking head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody noticed. I don't know if they did, but they didn't vocalize it. And what would they? Would they be like,
I don't know,
dude?
You're pretty inappropriate. You're inappropriate very frequently.
Without even realizing it.
Without
Just
even realizing it.
in my head, I'm like, oh my God, was that inappropriate?
But then, so it's very strange to think of you with like two young girls.
I'm very different.
Yeah.
Like
his kids, not
yeah.
like nothing weird. Yeah.
I think I'm a decent strict dad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very overly cautious. I love my girls to death. You know what I mean? I put them above everything. So I do my best. And no swearing, not even the word hell. I'm very the opposite.
Chuck Terrell, thank you so much, dude.
Hey.
He writes, new here, great work.
Welcome.
Thank you very, very much for your donation, sir. $5, much appreciated.
Yeah.
New here.
Here.
There's a lot of new people around.
There is a lot of new.
And what I like about the new people is when they find this interesting.
Yeah.
When like so seldom is it actually about PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
It's like here are the guys that like take care of the PlayStation VR news and PlayStation VR reviews and stuff, but we're very seldom on the show talking about PlayStation VR.
This show at least, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a little different.
It's a little out there. All right, so
Aw, JD, thanks. Studio C is the best studio. It's nothing. Mikey. Thanks, Madeline. Yes, Madeline is very a mini Jeremy.
yeah,
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a poor girl.
It's so funny, like her creative side, and she's 7. You should, and the things she thinks of is like, it's funny. Like, I mean, it's like, oh, Dad, imagine if this or that, and it's like me, you know, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be pretty funny, actually. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember when we saw Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
When we saw that, Sadie was like, oh, Dad, I loved when something fluffy and happy happened. Madeline's like, oh, Dad, I loved when the villain guy, when the ocean, when he came out on all the nanobots thing and he came float. She's like, I loved when that happened and when the brother died in the fire. I'm like, those are your favorite parts, Madeline? I mean, hey, whatever. I'm not going to stifle it. Let her creativity flow.
There's not a lot of women serial killers, are there?
No, not many, I don't think.
It's a shame. I think it's one of those unexplored equal opportunity things.
Well, it's men. We're just fucking fucked, unfortunately.
We're pretty fucked. That's absolutely true. Also, VR Mang, the game cat.
What's up, Mang?
$1.99. He says, I'm going to be a father in June. Is my VR life over?
Yes.
I chose, when I was 12 years old, I made a decision. I said, I can either have kids and like do the life that everyone else lives, or I can play video games for the rest of my life. And at 12 years old, I decided to take this path. And Jeremy took a different one.
I did, but many years later, and it was 31 by the first time.
What did having kids do to your personal life?
So, my extreme passion of writing music with my friends and playing shows, recording from 15 years old until 31, 3 days a week, and then playing shows and recording. I have not done that since I was 31. The video games slowly ended till now. You see my life is like I get to play an hour a night on Mondays, roughly. But it's been replaced. All those things that I used to do for myself and my own entertainment has just been replaced with things that I do for them. And then now that they're getting older, I can enjoy certain things with them now that I never would have been able to do on my own. I get to pass on all these things I think are awesome to them. These movies, music, like trying to get them to appreciate certain things. And yeah, so it's different. You sacrifice, you mourn the loss, but then you kind of grow up and you see that it's a whole new world and you love it.
Cornerstone City 777
Yeah.
writes, women kill men slowly over time. They take more enjoyment from it that way. I'm guessing Cornerstone City is either married or had many failed relationships.
Yeah.
Either way, you're probably not far off. Guys, there's still one more game coming out this week that we haven't talked about, and I think it's coming out Friday if I have my release dates up here, which probably not. I haven't taken my vitamin B in a while. B12, I think, is what
B12,
the brain stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need enough meat, so like my brain is like shrinking.
I've been wanting to take fish oil too. That's one I'm lacking.
Yeah, I hear that's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's check it out. This is I had to capture my own footage because it doesn't really exist on the internet. Here it is. This is called oh, fuck me. I hate this.
All right, don't pull up the camera yet and turn the music off or the sound off.
Yeah, you can't even see it. Hold on a second. This is ridiculous.
Oh, don't criticize, Brian. It's big enough. I can see it.
Yeah, if it was out, you'd be able to see it for sure.
Evil Genius. That's the one with that nutty lady.
Yeah, when I was saying it, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That was pretty good.
Give me 1 second here, and now we can head back to the one I was trying to get to. Here it is. This is Fear of Bugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, the stress. How can they monitor that? I know it's a game. But...
It seems to be. So I played it for all of 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right, I went through all the tests once, and you're not supposed to move. You're supposed to like hold still, like this little sensor that you're holding.
Yeah.
AKA the DualShock 4.
Yeah.
Is supposed to like measure your stress level, and so like if you jump, if you start like shaking, if you start like cringing or whatever, like. And I will say that the first time through, like even it looks okay. I mean, it kind of looks okay when you're playing it.
Yeah.
Right. And then when the bugs start crawling on your hands, like you have to go, even though it doesn't look like they're real.
Yeah.
You still like because you're holding this thing in front of you. It's kind of like static, right? You do for a second think these bugs might be on my hand.
Feels itchy.
It feels a little something, right? Like you're just like this is more convincing than it should be for what it is. But this is totally the Richie's Plank experience. But instead of a fear of heights, it's a fear of bugs. You just if you have any fear of bugs at all, this will be torture to you.
Yeah.
Because what you do is you look at different things in the environment. The refrigerator opens up, the drawers open up, things move, and then bugs start swarming at you.
Why are you in this apartment though? What are
because
you
you're being
for?
tested. You're being tested.
So they made this place messy and gross and ugly and handed
Yes.
you this thing on purpose just to test you?
Yes.
For
fear
your, of bugs?
For your resilience to... I don't know.
What are they preparing you for?
I don't know. I had to download it from the Japanese store. It's all in English. So I'm pretty sure that...
bad translation, they might be preparing you for rainbow flight astronomy?
I hope they retranslate it because it wasn't extremely clear. It wasn't very clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... the last investigation has also been completed. I'm like, whatever. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. And then it shows like...
How many bugs crawled on you?
Yeah, and all the different traps that you endured. It's crazy. I don't know. It's weird and...
Seems like a neat, I'll try it type of thing.
It's probably gonna be like $5. And I don't know. It's if you brought Richie's Plank experience to parties... Yeah. And you and all your friends were like, "This is crazy! Oh my god, I'm standing so far up. I'm standing on a plank. I don't want." and if like you actually got that reaction from your friends who don't play VR, right? Then like this is your next purchase, because you want to like be like you want to just like laugh at all the people that think they have bugs on their hands and trying to stay still when they're like, "Oh, I don't want to look. There's bugs on my hands." It's wicked cheap and it's wicked and it's lame, but it's way cheaper than Richie. Richie was like $15.
Yeah, that's kind of a
way too expensive. Yeah. But this is probably going to be about $5, and I'm sure it's
a little bit more in line to what it should be charging.
Yeah. Like at some point I'm going to have to do a review of it and say, if you liked Richie, you'll like this, period.
Yeah,
That's going to be the tagline. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's it. I think we covered all of the releases. So I don't know, Jeremy, do you want to do a little should we or shouldn't we?
Sure.
All right. I guess we should begin the show the way we begin every show, 46 minutes in, with a little game of should we or shouldn't we, when we put 90 seconds up on the clock up on the counter the way that Jeremy likes it.
Flump.
Yeah.
It's a nice hearty one.
It's
warm out.
That's why girls don't watch us. Yeah.
That's true.
And it's our chance to tell you, the loyal game cats, whether you should or should not be playing and or watching the things that we've been playing and or watching.
Yes.
Jeremy, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay, I have to warn you.
Yes.
That the timer, I was experimenting with it ahead of time.
Okay.
It's not gonna look right.
What?
Yeah. See, on your mark, get set, go. What just happened?
It's tiny.
The whole screen. Now you can see our feet.
Yeah.
And the thing that's in front of in Dez's mug over there. Yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up.
That's all right. So, anyways. First, I'll start because when I was playing the live stream, then I'm going to go to live stream.
Okay.
Talking about a show, and then it was Russian Dolls. Russian Dolls is on Netflix.
Great.
Yeah. I didn't know it was coming out. I had no idea. I just see all of a sudden, boom, when I turn my Netflix on one day, and it's like, boom, there it is, Russian Dolls. And, it automatically starts doing the trailer. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's like Groundhog's Day in a sense, concept.
I think Dez actually was telling me about this.
So I think I'm on episode 6 now because I watched a few more.
How many are
last
there? 10?
I don't actually know. I didn't look. I was gonna check last night to see how many there were, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just let it ride out. So basically, you're this character, and her moment of the show, it starts where you're in a sink at a party for your 36th birthday at a friend's house. And then she dies, and then all of a sudden she's there again. And then it's just kind of like she thinks she's, what the fuck? And now it's trying to piece together, why is she dying? She dies different places, different times. It's like she'll move on, and then something randomly will kill her. Whether it be a car, something falling, accidents. It gets pretty dark. And I'm 6 episodes in. They just introduced some newer loophole about an episode or 2 back to change things up a bit.
Yep.
And so far, I think it's awesome. And I definitely think it's well worth it. Good acting. Story's very interesting. I have no idea why she, at the moment, is there, what's going on, and why she keeps reliving this one day and these certain characters. And it's not like Groundhog Day, where it's not like she's encountering this guy. Now she needs to then focus on him to better herself. She almost kind of does that and then realizes no. So the next day, the time the day starts, she might go and ignore this part and go straight to figuring out this other portion of her day. She's trying to piece together why she's dying over and over again. It's pretty awesome. Yes.
So it's a should we?
Should. Totally should.
I gave you like an extra 3 minutes because
Yeah,
I stole your first 10 seconds.
That's all right.
Did you play anything?
Resident Evil 7.
Oh, cool. Talk to me about Resident Evil 7.
All right.
How did that go? I feel bad that I didn't get a chance to watch the stream.
That's all right. No big deal.
I stopped in here and there. I blocked some people. It was a lot of fun.
I have a lot of babysitters. It's nice. I have a lot of people. It was funny. God Cannon. Support Team Unite last night when on Twitter when I was like, oh, I'm going to be playing a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but
God, that was last night. I feel like it was days ago.
I know it feels like it, right?
Craziness, yeah.
But no, I went to a gunfight with a thing with a knife because of our talk last week where I was just like expelling ammo like I was fucking, taking out the predator in the woods there. I was just like, da, 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 da. So I had no ammo going into the fight with Jack with a knife. And got him in the head a few times, chainsaw, then something happened, switched inventory, and I didn't mean to do that, and I died, then happened again, and I got past that quicker than I thought I would.
So you only died once?
I think it was twice, maybe 3.
Okay.
But quick.
I mean, I've played through this game a few times now, and that is one of the hardest. I struggle with that every time.
That one part?
Yeah, that one boss fight with Jack.
It was actually more surprisingly easy than I thought.
Yeah.
Like thrusting the chainsaw into his fucking head.
Yeah, I don't know why I struggle with it so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone has an easier time with everything than I do.
Right. But then I opened the door. Now I'm outside, and that's where I stopped. So I'll be outside of the house portion for next week. I'm scared.
Outside of the house portion?
Yeah, I don't know. I opened the door with the 3 dog heads.
Oh, okay. And that's where you stopped?
I stopped it right after I left.
That's when the game starts getting good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
God.
then I guess we'll find out next week.
Yeah, no, I love walking out there and the trailers out there and
I kept feeling the grandmother, that whole gnarn on the neck thing. The feeling with we were talking about the bugs.
yeah.
My brain does that to me. I can feel a sensation. It's like, no, like, almost like what it's like to, I don't know. So I kept feeling like the grandmother there. I was like, it's like I actually stopped and I was like this for a moment while I was playing. Awesome game. You can't get that immersion in Res 2 remake, which looks fantastic. But again, it's just, I scream and I jump and I'm like actually nervous. And it's awesome. It's fun. I don't know.
Nice.
Should you?
Indeed.
90 seconds?
Yeah.
What's Brian been playing?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous to start the clock because I'm like, what have I been playing? It's a little crazy. I've been playing a little bit of everything, I guess. So maybe we'll play a little bit of everything.
Sure.
All right, I'm on market set. Go. Fucking stupid looking clock. I gotta fix that. Oh yeah, Jonah. I think it's Jonah. Jonah sent me a clock.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I gotta fix the clock. And then I went to fix it today before the show, and the clock wasn't there anymore. So I sent him an email. Jonah, if you're watching, check your email. I need the clock sent to me again.
It's a new clock.
Something better than this thing down here that we got. Yeah, it's just terrible.
Nice.
Yeah. And so let's see. I played so much stuff, man. I played Rage Room, which the first 20 minutes was terrible. I played Crisis Brigade for hours, which was great. Played Fear of Bugs for all of 10 minutes, and that was cool.
Yeah.
But I gotta say that, like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna let the clock run out. Yep. Cause you know what I've been doing?
What?
More than anything else?
What?
Rewatching Star Trek: The Next Generation on Netflix.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah.
Is one of my favorite shows of all time. And there's something about, I swear to God, the hum of the Enterprise engines.
That is so fucking funny. You're gonna say that. All I've been wanting to do is I'm like, wait till he's done talking. I want to talk about the hum. Go on.
There's something about it where, like, I've seen every show 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And so there's, I know the stories, I know inside out. I could probably recite them verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
And but so I just turned the sound down quite a bit, so like no one's screaming or yelling, and the music doesn't get crazy. And in the hum of the engines puts me to sleep.
I bet you know who could pump that type of sound in if you asked her to. Be like, oh, blank lady.
Who are we talking
AI,
about?
the AI woman.
No, I don't know. We don't want to ask her.
Can you play
Ma'am.
the hum of the Enterprise motor or something?
Go ahead, ask her. See what happens.
Hey Alexa, play the sound effects for the Starship Enterprise Next Generation fucking hum sound.
Enterprise, White Noise, by White Noise Sleep Aids. Starting now.
That's a song though, right? Maybe?
Oh my God. It's actually playing the hum from the Enterprise.
Come on, this is 2019, motherfucker. This is like shit, you know? We're almost there.
Oh my God, I want to lay down and eat a pizza and
go to bed.
Snorgy right now.
Right?
Snorgy.
Do you have your banana clip? You can spray paint it and pretend you're LeVar Burton.
This is amazing.
See that? I wonder how long that is.
How do you think they made this sound?
I mean,
Is it a leaf blower?
right? Well, it's like Star Wars. I remember when I was a kid, that laser gun sound was just that wire that was against the telephone poles. They were hitting it with a wrench.
Alexa, play this on repeat for the rest of my life.
Don't say that.
I'll repeat the song.
For the rest of your life.
Right. It's like, we'll repeat the song. And I was like, no, but keep doing it forever. Yeah.
So I remember when this show premiered, right? My mother was a huge Star Trek. My mother's the one who got me in a lot of my
that was my dad, yeah.
nerdy, like sci-fi westerns. My mother huge in westerns, like also music, you name it. My father was like never in any of it. And I remember we had the stereo. He had his all stereo and his Bose speakers back when they were like this big as opposed to like little cubes. And he was, first show, he's like, see how they do that with the effect? Can you hear how it's constantly like the background of the ship and space? And then you would instantly, when I was thinking of that, mention the hum of the craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice. I like this. It's very, very relaxing. JD Max says, yes, but do you have a Wesley? I think a Wesley would be perfect for a Snorgy.
Wesley. What was that actor's name? I can't think of him. No. Wes Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
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 Will Wheaton. Is there a Will Wheaton? Was he on the entire... Did he die? What happened in that show? Why do I remember tragedy? I remember like...
No. He ended up going... I think he ended up going with the Traveler at one point. Like, the Traveler was like this guy who like was like crazy and traveled dimensions and stuff. And
like Q? No, Q is
different, but yeah. but similar. The way you could like... And then... But yeah, there was something about... at one point he rejected Starfleet and rejected schooling and everything like that, and I think he I want to say he left with the Traveler.
Teen years.
Yeah, right. This is how
Fuck you, Federation.
This is how rebellion is in the future.
Yeah.
It was something I can't remember. And here I am saying I know every single show inside out, and I'm like, oh, I can't quite remember. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Will Wheaton. He wasn't he on
Will Wheaton was in something else too. What?
Well, like later in life.
Yeah, later in life.
He ended up being on The Big Bang Theory. Like he was like.
Who was he in The Big Bang Theory?
He was himself.
Oh.
He kept showing up as the main. I never really watched The Big Bang Theory.
I've seen a couple of
One
episodes.
of the main characters like arch nemesis, basically.
Okay.
It was very strange.
The guy that's like, hello, compute. What's his name?
That guy is Will VR wrote. Am I Will Wheaton?
Yeah.
You might be. You very well might be. I'm willing to snuggle with either of one of you. Why do I always expect Gamescast Live to devolve into a Snorgy? Because that's pretty much all that happens. But you know what? I think before this devolves into anything further, we have more PlayStation VR stuff to cover.
Oh, shit.
I know, it's crazy. We had some crazy announcements this week.
Focus again.
And you know what? We should just start this whole segment off with the Catnip Games announcement from Grim Catnip himself, who is taking Brownie's place while she's MIA for a moment.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Grim Catnip standing in for
Sound or
Brownie
no
for
sound?
your weekly update. First up, as you can see, on February 6th, we do have a Starblood Arena. We will be having a Starblood event every week up until the servers come down. As well as we will be having on February 8th a Smashbox Arena event. It's going to be all non-competitive. And for our big announcement on this month's tournament, we will be doing Sprint Vector, and that will be on February 10th. If you're interested in being part of these, head on over to the PSVR Without Parole Gamecast community, as well as the Catnip Games community, and sign up. But even if you don't get to sign up and participate, you can still tune in to the channel and watch the event. And if slots open up, we'll definitely send out an invite. If you're interested in being part of a backup, just let me know and we'll put you down on the list. Make sure to stay tuned to our communities for more Catnip game events. In the meantime, I'm Grim Catnip, and I'll see you out there on the arena.
There we go.
So everything we just said...
Everything we just said was amazing. It was gold. It was comic genius.
Huge announcement. Brian and I are expecting
our second, actually. That's the
trick of it.
twist.
You don't even know who
I
the
had
first
no
is.
idea.
No.
Right? We've adopted 20 Asian children. It's amazing. They're all running around, but just out of camera.
Yeah, you can't see.
Yeah.
Small enough. Oh, one of them's tickling my toes. Stop.
This again has devolved so rapidly. But yeah, so we were saying just last week, Dez was.
Are we still muted, or is it just wicked lagging?
Wicked lagging.
Okay.
Yeah, always. So, but basically the deal is that Just want to make sure here.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, of course. So it was just last week. Des was like, "We need to go like Grim Catnip." No, that we need to play Starblood Arena, but Grim Catnip was all over it already.
Yeah.
And so, and obviously that's just that we're gonna play Starblood until they shut the fucking servers off. So we're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna give Starblood the grand finale it deserves. I haven't played Starblood in forever.
No.
Every time I jump into multiplayer, I love that the engines are running in the background.
Right.
Oh my god, you guys! I know you guys can't hear this, but oh my god, I feel like I'm on the Enterprise right now. Like I'm gonna open the blinds. And we're just going to see stars.
See it right up.
Just stars.
You wouldn't. Yeah, but they wouldn't be moving, actually. What am I thinking? I'm thinking they're going to go by. No.
No, we're moving through space.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Why wouldn't they be going by?
Because at the speed of which they approach you, and it just wouldn't appear like you're going by them.
The speed at which they approach
Yeah,
us?
like, I can't get into the science
I've seen the
of it.
show. It looks like they're going through past stars. The stars move as they go through them.
Light speed. I mean, think of that.
Well,
wow.
that's a totally different speed. I
mean,
don't think we're
technically-
traveling at light speed because we don't want to use that much engine power.
Could they act? Can you move? Can a physical thing move at light speed? Because how can you move at the speed of light?
Listen, my mortgage is expensive enough. We're just going to run on impulse power because I can't afford warp even. I can't even afford warp 2.
Right?
Yeah, we just got to run impulse.
The
nonstop.
resources it must take to run
I can
that.
only imagine. I mean, my AC bill is fucking ridiculous.
Can you imagine? I know, right? The wintertime rolls around, you're like, what, 238? I've only added at 60. Oh.
So we're going to play the fuck out of Starblood Arena for the next couple months. But also, we need to talk about this right here. This is the announcement that Tribe Toy made this morning about Bout of Blood. Bout of Blood is a new edition called Last Captain Standing, and basically what it is that they're bringing their PlayStation VR game to Switch, to Xbox, to PC, to PC VR as well.
Wow!
And so they're bringing, but they're also making it non VR, and they're bringing non VR to PS4, and they're also just like a slew of improvements. From the way things look, damage on the deck, to a new harder difficulty mode. Yeah, everything. Oh, they improved the randomization and the procedurally generated incidents that happen. Everything looks improved, and so anyone who bought the game already
gets this nice update.
Gets this nice update for free.
Sweet.
So
if you have not, what will the new price be?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just going to be.
Hopefully, it's close or the same.
Yeah, I don't.
Free update.
I don't know if it's just going to be consistently included for the same price or what the deal is.
No.
But Bout of Blood is one of the most underappreciated games on the PlayStation Network. It's really really good, and I think a lot of people. You had played the demo.
Yeah.
You played the demo at PAX East last year.
Yeah.
And you came away very unimpressed.
Yeah, I was pretty unimpressed.
And I could totally see why.
Yeah.
Because that game does not demo well.
No.
Like you have to get into it, you have to beat a fight and then beat a whole match, and then the stuff that happens between the matches is so intriguing, and who you gonna form an allegiance with.
Yeah.
And then who are you gonna stab in the back, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, you can't experience that in a quick demo.
Absolutely not. So that's very exciting. I'm very excited for Tribe Toy. Hopefully they're making money on this game because I really want to see what else they do. And then I'm very curious to hear your reaction on this because this has Jeremy fucking King written all over it.
Oh.
The announcement of Groundhog Day 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like Father, Like Son for PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
It looks like a Telltale game, doesn't it?
It does actually. It actually looks like it could be interesting because I'm wondering if they're gonna. I don't know anything about it besides this trailer, and that my dad, this and that and this. Yeah. So, if they had like certain event, almost like if you can take Majora's Mask, the daily activities in the 3-day span of Majora's Mask, and these events unfold like that, and I wonder if you've got to just this and correct that issue, and you keep dying around till you know what I mean. Like you got to do all the events so everything's perfect. I mean, that could be really neat, but it also could be frustrating. I wonder if they're going to have you do things in certain orders or any order you want. I don't know. I hope they don't mimic it too much with, like, the people on the radio where it's Groundhog Day. Put your little tiny hand in mine or share and shit. I hope they don't mimic it that much. But they definitely brought the future because he's got an iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, and so what is Groundhog Day lore. Are they? So people have been saying that like supposedly Bill Murray was trapped in
Yes.
in that repeating day.
Yeah.
For like hundreds of years.
So
Or
funny.
10 years. Like what's the deal on that?
I watched something weeks back.
Just weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pure coincidence that this is coming up because I was like, I wonder how many days he relived.
Yeah.
And then of course people made videos on it, and
Of course they did.
there was one YouTube channel I had watched where they broke it down in various forms, every scene, and then like every day, and then like every interaction to see like an average.
Yeah.
And they figured out that it was probably 10 years or so. So they talked to I forget who fucking did that movie. Whatever, the guy who wrote it, director.
Oh, I have
and
no
he
idea.
figured it was about 13, 14 years.
Wow. Because when you watch the movie,
Yeah.
and you don't really think too much about it,
Yeah.
you think he's like there for like a month,
Yeah.
maybe at most,
Yeah.
right?
In a way.
But when you think of it as like,
Well, when he talks,
As
I've been stabbed, I've been burned. He talks about all these ways he's died, he's killed himself, been killed, and they just figure out playing piano like that, so yeah, I guess there's a lot of wasted years
yeah,
that they feel he did when he was, making the movie and writing it. But so he figured that it was probably like anywhere 10 to 14 years, we'll say the range.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it suddenly starts to be like way more depressing and like way more like this purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Harold Ramis. That's what the name I was trying to think.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't. I don't think it was Harold Ramis that.
He didn't direct it.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. Why was I thinking?
8 years, 8 months, and 16 days. That's very fucking specific. I like it though. I like the specificity of something so random.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was a lot of years. Anyways,
Okay.
Ned Flanders,
It was Flanders.
Ned Ryerson,
Ryerson. I was like Flanders.
Ryerson.
Flanders
was
is Simpsons. Yeah.
Simpson.
All right, and then I gotta say, like more so than Groundhog Day 2, more so than anything else, I've been trying to get in touch with White Lotus Entertainment literally for a year.
Okay.
Like every month or so, I send them another message. Go, hey, is anyone working over there? Is anyone there?
Yeah.
Anyone I can talk to? Just
Yeah.
no response. Like the Twitter account just like left, like unattended. No one's responding. Emails, nothing. And then today, or no, yesterday, I got a response from them.
Really?
And they were like, we're making an announcement in 2 days. And then 10 minutes after that, they tweeted out, we're making an announcement about Zing the Land Beyond in 2 days.
Wow.
So let's gotta have this trailer running in the background. This was gonna be one of our first big games for PlayStation VR. It was gonna be like one of the early 8 to 12 hour games,
Yeah.
And it's been so long that like we've got plenty of those now.
Yeah, it's old trick now. It's like, all right.
But we have seen people play this in VR. I think they did it on PlayStation VR Underground, the Sony channel, not God Cannon. They played it in VR, and man, it looked beautiful what we were seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
And it's just like definitely very much looking forward to this one. But it looked like it was done a year ago.
Yeah. I mean, we watched this with Michelle back on theater.
Theater. Yeah, like this is a beautiful looking game,
Yeah.
and it looked like it was ready to be shipped a year ago. I can't wait to hear the story about what's been going on.
Really?
And but this is a small development team. It's only a few people working on this. At one point, it sounded like they were going to have to cancel it because they didn't have enough money. And you got to figure that Sony stepped in and made it happen.
You would think.
You got to figure because otherwise, like what happened? You know?
Maybe we'll find out.
Oh, I really hope so. And so that was yesterday. They made the announcement. So that means tomorrow we'll be hearing
What it is.
what's going on with this game, and I can only assume that they've got a release date finally.
You'd think,
And
right?
how
Not
great-
that it's going to be like, we regret to inform you.
yeah, we're gonna make you wait for like the worst announcement
Right.
ever. I gotta. It would be great if they were like, and it's out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that would be the best announcement ever. Although maybe not tomorrow because I still gotta do Mage's Tale.
$9.99.
Oh, God.
Releasing now.
It's not expensive. It's like a $30 game.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe 20 even on Steam.
Really?
It's been out on Steam for forever. So, yeah, no, I'm very, very excited. I'm so happy that this game is still in existence.
Is there full locomotion in this one?
Yes,
Really?
it is full locomotion. It looks fantastic.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what all this flying stuff is, though. I don't think that's full locomotion. I think they're just showing the scenery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking real good. I'm
It
very,
is.
very excited to hear more. So, all right, let's get out of this trailer.
That's a long trailer.
It's a really long trailer for a game that's still not out. That
Yeah.
trailer's from like 2 years ago.
Jeez,
It's
Louise.
it's like coming soon, the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
They were like, it's coming soon, the PlayStation 4 and Project Morpheus.
yeah, really.
So, all right.
What is it? Mark.
What's up?
Pringles leaf, nothing. Back to the Future is the same. Doc traveled back in time a number of times to save Marty. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that the first episode of Back to the Future, the original one, Marty, this was all being experienced right then and there, so the Doc wasn't able to protect Marty, so Marty fucked up a lot. He almost died. He was going invisible, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Then they say the second and the third, they believe that Marty died a shitload of times and that Doc constantly was going back in time to save him. That's how he was able to survive certain things, like when, and they gave the example of when Marty looked over, at Biff's skyscraper back in part 2. There was like nothing, and then he decided to jump rather than have Biff fucking shoot him like he did his dad. And then the DeLorean, Doc is there to rescue him, and many examples. They give a whole bunch, and it's like, and things Doc says in the movie. Like, yeah, it's lucky, huh? Like implying like, no, I fucking saw you die and went back and saved you. So I don't know, just a random theory. Never been confirmed.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah, it is.
And you don't, if you don't take those movies seriously, you would never, again, just like Groundhog Day, you don't read into it too much. You don't think about it too much.
No.
But I do feel like Back to the Future and Groundhog Day, like those are movies I've seen so many times now. It's hard not to read into them.
I know, right?
Because you're just like, if you know something that well, you just like, I don't know, it just becomes part of your life. Or
I know, right? And then you're like shocked to find out it had a different side, like the Never-Ending Story. This is a YouTube channel I subscribe to, Minty something, I forget, and he does a lot of these things you didn't know about movies and random things. One of them was on the Never-Ending Story in the book and the differences between the book and the movie. And one thing he pointed out was when they were in Fantasia, there was like R2-D2, C-3PO was in the crowd, E.T.'s there, like when the guy's like, the nothing is coming.
In the crowd?
Of like the people from Fantasia.
Right, when they're waiting for Atreyu to show up, basically, right?
Yeah. The boy, and then Atreyu shows up. I guess in the crowd there's like E.T. and R2-D2.
Okay, so that's new to me.
Yeah.
And I've gone on record multiple times saying that Never-Ending Story is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I've just never looked out into the crowd.
I know, right?
But holy shit.
Hey, do you want my spare shirt? I got the welcome to the greetings from the Swamp of Sorrows.
There's no way I could fit into anything you've ever worn in your life.
The second one might be a medium though, not a small.
Yeah, I gotta. Maybe eventually I can fit into it.
Someday.
Maybe one day.
It's still in plastic. I'll tell you how, but I accidentally got an extra one.
Is it not suitable for the Gamescast?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Oh, Gabriel 004, the Game Cat, said he's just subscribed to Minty last week.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yeah, I subscribed to him. A couple months ago. It's fun channel, Anybody else wants to check out a lot of those, go check his page out. But yeah, it's a lot of these 10 things you didn't know of, Thriller. I listened to one on Thriller actually on my way over. I found out that the guy who designed Indiana Jones's outfit is the same guy who designed Michael Jackson's outfit in Thriller.
Okay.
And that Michael Jackson, they had to. They couldn't get funding to make the video of Thriller because it was $500,000, which at the time was the most expensive one. So they had to. MTV had a policy where they wouldn't fund people to make music videos. They wouldn't pay for videos. So they did a loophole where they had them pay to make a documentary of the making of Thriller to make the money to make the video of Thriller. So yeah. Anyways. Yes, Minty Comedic Arts.
Reth says, nerd fact checking begin. Gamecats, grab your DVDs. That's why I totally want to do that right now. I actually have Never-Ending Story on Blu-ray.
It was Minty who taught me that, actually.
And I really need to look into this.
They show the pictures.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness.
That, the ship sounds like it's healthy. I hear no leaks. None of the glass has holes in it. You know.
Andrew Whiteman. Of course. He writes, Brian, is that game of Spark you offered me still on the table?
Oh, Brian, you're gonna be so sore.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like a month ago or something, wasn't it? It was weeks ago. He on Facebook. He was like, does anybody play Spark? Whatever. And I was like, well, what are you doing right now? I was like, I'll fucking play Spark with you right now. It was like 4:00 in the morning or something here, and I was like, I got like an hour before I need to go to bed. 4:00 in the morning.
You fucking nut.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Andrew, I could definitely play with you. But like, what day is today? Tuesday? Like maybe Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday I'll probably have time. So hit me up on Facebook and we can play. We can get a bunch of people together and play. I don't care. Get together in the community. Let's all play Spark.
Right? Spark doesn't. It's like I might be around to play, but it's like Spark. Right now I'm feeling like nah.
I don't know why it's
but
so
maybe
warm
later
here.
I will. It is warm.
It's too warm in here. It's actually the first nice day we've had in a while. So and I think everyone in the building doesn't know it's nice out and they still have their heat on. So there's heat coming through my floor and coming in through the window.
It's warm yesterday too, Brian. Did you get out yesterday?
What day was yesterday? Monday?
Monday.
I didn't. So at 11:40
PM or AM?
PM.
Okay. Yeah.
I realized I had no food here.
Oh, so you left at night.
So at 11:40, I was talking to Dave Station. I was texting him, and I was like, I gotta go. I just realized I have no food, and I like drove to Walmart. The Walmart that I go to closes at midnight.
Yeah.
And so I drove there as fast as I could. I got there at 10 of.
Wow, you were one of them, huh?
Oh yeah, and I was already on my way out by 5 of.
Wow, Brian.
It was a 5-minute shopping trip. I was like, damn. Pretty good stuff.
That is pretty quick.
Yeah, I came back.
Wow.
I ate a bunch of food, real full.
Nice.
Yeah, but then I didn't get to go to bed. I stayed up.
You had all
night.
that energy. Yeah. You consumed food.
Yeah, I really want to go to sleep. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta play the Mage's Tale.
You do have to play the Mage's Tale.
But I need to go to sleep.
You do need to go to sleep as well.
Yeah.
Go to sleep at a normal hour, like 10 p.m.
But
11?
I didn't sleep last night, so I'm wicked fucking tired.
Yeah, but you got to get your sleep schedule on track.
Why?
I don't know. With you, it doesn't matter. I
It
guess.
doesn't matter at all.
Your schedule's what you make it because it's right there. That's your job. So
Yeah.
you don't have to listen to anybody. You want to work at 3 a.m. in your boxes, you're done.
That's what I did this morning.
See?
There may not have even been boxers involved. I have no
Speaking
idea.
of boxers.
What?
I'm not going to say where, but in the perimeter of, Worcester, and I pronounce my R, there's a haircutting place that has an aggressive name to it, and I'm sure you've known the name of it. Box Cutter Hairstyling or something like that. Box Cutter.
Box cutter?
That's like a razor blade.
Yeah.
Does
Not seem like an appropriate name for
a haircutting place. No.
box cutter?
Yeah, seems like the dude went to jail and is reformed. What do they call it when they give you there's a
Or
gang
maybe
term?
not reformed. Right?
There's a term that actually one of the characters from Boardwalk Empire had this done to him when he was younger. But the actor who has a big scar on his face, there's something they call, but the gangs will do this, where they'll slice your face, unfortunately. Yeah.
Rough.
I forget his name. But anyways, that barbershop, box cutter, violent.
All right. Well,
Is that it?
Yeah, we don't need to drag this out any longer than it's already
Nope.
been dragged out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you come back tomorrow at noon for viewer takeover.
That's right. It's a thing.
Noon Eastern. Everybody's all over the place. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
And also at some point today, I'll be streaming Mage's Tale. But
Nice.
but I don't want to set a time because I do think I want to take a nap.
Yeah.
Like maybe a solid nap. Right?
Maybe tonight sometime.
I apologize
we
to
can play.
anyone in the UK or anyone like in Europe because I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like 4 a.m. your time when I finally get around to playing. And I also want to experiment with OBS in the living room.
Yeah.
And see if I can't get a nice stream going through my capture card.
Nice.
Because I really am sick of the hitting the share button.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's not very special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
But if I got to do it, I got to do it. It's like whatever.
Let's see what happens.
No,
Are you
we-
going to play with the Enterprise noise?
I'm gonna leave that on forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see how long that loop goes for.
You told her for the
Forever.
rest of your life.
Right?
Can you imagine torturing yourself? Technology when they actually have like earbuds in your ears where you don't have to like.
I
think
can't
of
wait for
anything?
that.
So
I can't wait till my credit card information's in my fingerprint.
and they could track you, your health
Yeah.
benefits, and if you're,
Yeah.
sound mind or not. What if they shut you off, Brian?
Hey, Kramer 3K just showed up.
Hey,
We gave you a shout out on tomorrow's viewer takeover, so
We did.
You might be late to the party today, but we'll get you covered tomorrow. I promise you. All right, you done?
I'm done.
I'm done too, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. I forget how we end the show because I'm fucking brain
I
dead.
think bye is what we do.
Oh, is that what we do?
I say, yeah.
All right.
We say that.
All right, we love you all.
Bye,
All right.
guys.